In this video, we will discuss how to configure a client for the standard 401k to John Hancock moov definition. Each client configuration will vary based on their plan specifications and will need to be configured accordingly. First, you will need to adopt the standard 401k to John Hancock moov definition to your account. To do so, click the Moves option on the left-hand side, then click the Add button in the upper right. Then expand the Retirement panel here, and locate and select the standard 401k to John Hancock moov definition. A list of steps are shown specific to the standard 401k to John Hancock moov. To finish adopting the move to your account, click the Use This Move button. You have successfully adopted the John Hancock moov definition and can now configure it to meet your client's needs. The John Hancock moov definition uses SFTP credentials to send the file to John Hancock. These credentials are provided to you by John Hancock and will need to be configured on the move. To configure the SFTP step, click the cog icon here, then toggle the Use Default Parameters to the off position. Enter in your John Hancock provided username and your provided password, and then click the Save Changes button. The John Hancock moov definition will send a notification once the delivery to John Hancock is successful. This notification can be configured on the moov definition level shown here and on a client-by-client basis that will be covered later in this video. To configure the notification step, click on the cog icon here, then toggle the Use Default Parameters to the off position. Enter in an email address in the email address field. Multiple addresses can be entered here by separating them by a comma. Enter in an email address in the Reply To field. This address will be used if the recipient of the notification replies to the email. Only enter a single email address into this field. To complete the notification step, click on the Save Changes button. You are now ready to configure your client to send retirement data to John Hancock. To add a client, click the Add button in the Move Configuration section here. In the Client Entity field, click the plus sign to create a new client. In the Client Entity Name field, enter in the client's company code followed by their company name, then click the Add button. The Status field is important when configuring a new integration with John Hancock, as it provides the correct file name sent to John Hancock while in their testing phase. This field should be set to testing until the testing phase has been completed. Select the client's expected payroll frequency, and enter a value in the File Name Starts With field. The value entered here into this field is important as the file you send to detamoov must start with this value. We will enter our new client's company code here. Optionally, you can enter a value in the file name contains that identifies the specific configuration. Since this is a retirement integration, we'll enter 401k here. Then we'll click Next. John Hancock requires that the contract number be included in the file and used in the file name sent to them. If you do not store the contract number in payroll, then you will need to add a field override for the contract number field. To add a field override, locate the Action Transform step, expand the Field Overrides panel, and click the Add button. Then select the contract number output field, set the override type to text, and enter your client's contract number. If you are a UKG-ready user and an employee was not paid in the current pay period, a field override is needed to provide the pay period end date and payroll check date. detamoov provides custom fields for these values. Click the Add button in the Field Overrides section and create a field override for field 27. Change the output type to custom field and select this custom field. Then click the Add button and create a field override for field 34. Change the option type to custom field and select this custom field. To complete the configuration, scroll to the bottom of the page and click the Next button. On the next page, click the Save button. Your client is now configured for the standard 401k to John Hancock moov definition.